Hello, everyone, and welcome to another power episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, we shall be discussing the silly shit with Tariq as we talk about season 3, episode 4. Whitman gone. Hashtag only good detective. That's how you stay alive. That's how you stay alive. Being competent at your law enforcement job. So there's no need to kill you. I figured this out now. Blanca will be forever alive because she is terrible. And so is Jenny so far. But we'll get into all this. Stacey, what did you think about what did you think about Tariq and crew?
Didn't Lorenzo get shot? Like when he jumped in front of
He should have. He should have.
I swore a bullet hit him in the side. But he was just fine.
He didn't get shot, I don't think, did he?
And then what about a bullet wound in his shoulder makes you horny? Like,
it was a scratch. It was an actual scratch. Like it didn't even penetrate.
It was a grave.
So now
I'm injured and bleeding.
And now Drew gets penetrate.
I want to have sex.
That was the weirdest
with
scene.
My play cousin.
Yes, weird. I was like, what?
Wait,
so y'all are gonna kiss after you're cleaning up his bullet wound?
Wait. There's nothing. We've seen this before. There's nothing more cringy than characters go, "We're not blood." That's what we got. That's what we do. It's like, I just want to make sure.
But I don't understand why we need to see him constantly kissing guys. I don't care that he's gay. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying we're not seeing like the heterosexuals kissing all the damn time.
We got Diana.
Yeah, we got Diana.
Oh yeah, that's true, Diana, and that was cringy to me. That was cringy.
Why is his chest like this big? I was just so annoyed. Like you look a full 40 in the face, but you got the body of a 12-year-old.
Yes,
I'm confused.
Absolutely, Stacey.
I was like, please put your shirt on.
Yes.
Yo, I had a feeling somebody was going to say that. Damn.
But then we got Tariq.
I would rather see Tariq's chest than to see Salim's chest.
What?
Okay?
You guys are wrong.
What?
I'm sorry.
Hey,
Tariq is at least pumping up. He's at least
Brayden's about to pull out the guns next episode. I saw that preview. He didn't draw.
I thought that was Brayden when Drew rolled up. I thought that was gonna be Brayden.
Me too. I
was like, oh, he a killer now? Okay.
I was like, nah. That wouldn't have made sense though. Like, I'm glad that they didn't do that because we would have been like, what? Like,
you
since
couldn't
when?
do episode.
I was like crazy. Anyway, Stacey, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You're looking at chests and whatnot.
I was just annoyed with the whole chest scene. Like, why? Something about him bothers me. I don't know what it is. Like he got even before the chest, that just made it even more annoying. Bring back the turtleneck guy. Where is he? The Baltimore, DC,
Who?
Lauren's boyfriend with the turtleneck.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather watch him. Like, the whole setup with killing the cop in the house. Really? That's all I got. I'm just annoyed. This whole episode was.
When are we not? Truly. But we'll get okay. I just love with the investigation how somehow neither Jenny nor Blanca are looking into the death of their only cop on their team. Where the fuck is Jenny, and why is Blanca looking into a CI that's not even hers? Like what? Not even in your fucking jurisdiction or whatever. Like, why are you there? It don't.
Okay, another thing about me, Lauren.
What?
Lauren has been trapped in this witness protection thing for how long? Yes, she has a fresh manicure. Where is she getting her nails done? Is she doing her nails at home? That bothered me.
Damn.
And her hair looks really good.
Her hair is laid. Her hair
is laid.
Fresh.
Yeah.
And I was like, so all you have to eat is Spam, even though there's fruit and vegetables all over the counter. But whatever. Is a manicurist coming to the house? Or
possibly.
That's what she was texting. I got new growth. I need you to come take care of this.
Like, I need my perm. I need my creamy crack. Like, get this.
Come on. That's what she was
texting. Her
texting.
edges were crisp. Like, she was trimming her own hair. Like,
Suspect. All these will be revealed. They won't. Let's not do this. Anyway, bird chest. We will get back to bird chest later.
And the fingerprints was just too convenient. Way too convenient.
Yes. Oh yeah, Lorenzo's fingerprint, and only fucking dead Whitman has a copy of said report, right? He's on suspension. Like, so why is he even able to get this report? Like, this should be going to Jenny and Blanca, particularly Blanca, who should be investigating the murder of her, CI, which she is not. Like,
And then Method Man automatically has a copy of all the files that he gave to Monet.
Yes, because the B&E person, which happened off camera, somehow went to a Xerox machine and copied that shit and then gave it to him just as he went to Monet's house to help her get her alibi together.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it. We will do all these things. Jamani, please. Michael Jackson inspired, apparently. What's on your mind?
Oh, is that what that's supposed to be?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So, Kevin Whitlock got his block knocked off, and he has Dirty Diana to thank for it. Diana did him dirty, like she does everybody. Because I'm like, once again, it's the evidence is in my mama's closet. How many people have to die from the evidence that's in her mama's closet? I'm like, nothing good comes from going into Monet's closet, because that's what basically got Zeke killed. Finding out the birth certificates and all that types of stuff. I'm like, I'm like,
bring that together. All right.
I'm like, I knew something bad was gonna happen. I was like, he didn't even make it upstairs, just trying to go to the mother's closet. Like, and it just, I'm like, the whole, hit me. I'm like, I just like, why is this like a theme on all the shows this week? I'm like, this Snowfall, it's like, we have to set up somebody hitting you. Like,
oh, okay. Wait,
like,
hey, Joanna, real quick with that one. Monet says hit me. Diana asks why. Monet explains why. Then all of a sudden she says say less. No, she said more. That's the opposite of less. Like,
no, that's not what that. Okay, that's not what that means in today's lingo.
Yes.
Say less means no.
I even knew that. I knew.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah, it's David. You're forgiven because you're from different generations. If you would have asked me that 5 years ago, if she said that, you're right. I've been like, what? But no, my little cousin says.
But David,
like, I'll say, can you go to the store? He would be like, say less.
I knew what that meant.
Like, say no more. Like, I hear you. Like, say no more. We agree that means like say no more.
Yeah.
Or that means like
say
either
no
be
more,
like
I'm gonna
bet.
punch you in the face.
Yeah, but it'll be like bet. I got you.
My point is, it would have been more appropriate if she would say that after the first hit me, say less. I don't need an explanation. I want to hit you, but she actually asked her to say more to give her a reason. Then she was like, "Oh, okay, I can hit you now." That's my point. Like,
say less isn't meaning say less. Unfortunately,
it just means yes, I hear you. In this particular case,
it just means you don't have to say any more than you already said.
Exactly.
But the first statement should have took care of that. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry. I just stopped.
David, you old, bro. You old.
No, bro. It was just stupid. Like when Tariq,
I get it.
Tariq said something to Kane, and he was like, "Say less," and then he just did it. There was no one because he said, "I get it."
No, say less. You can use it in multiple different facets.
Different ways. Gotcha.
Okay, so why was Cap used in this episode so much? I was like, why do we need
Cap means lie. Cap means lie in every scenario. So when
it doesn't necessarily mean lie. Cap means capital is short for capitalization, like your
no, it's lie because when Kane said, fuck.
If you say something and I say that's cap, I'm saying you're over exaggerating. I'm saying you're capitalizing.
So what about no cap?
No cap.
It is what it is. There's no exaggeration to it.
Yeah, that's why you put no in front of it. That's why you put no.
Don't give me a headache. Okay,
I know, right? So, all right, I'm sorry, Jamani. Go ahead.
All right, so can we have
someone in your comment section will be like, these old ass folks? They all.
I am,
and all like over the age of like 35 and.
All right, so can we have a RIP for Raina once again? Because Tariq strikes again. He will not let his sister have a damn thing, even in death. Like, I had to go through, what was it, like 2.5 seasons of Power with Ghost talking about, I got to build the QCP. It's the legacy of Raina and all this. And I had to have this being drilled into my head for 2.5 years for him to all of a sudden say,
hey,
Raina. I need this internship to work out. It's not like this is going to be something big for himself. It's something he's giving it away to somebody else because I got to stay in my internship. I just
fuck Tariq. I mean, this is just another example that he's a selfish piece of shit. Also, this is writing. This is writing. They easily could have said, I'm giving up truth because I know you want to build a building in this location. Truth is standing in the way.
You can't give truth away because truth is going to belong to what's the old guy's name?
It's going to belong to Tariq.
No, truth is going to.
So
when he graduates, that's part of the deal. It goes,
But but let's all agree Stern is not coming back. Like that's not really a thing anymore. Like I do remember. Like so, Tasha made the deal that if you get my son through college, I'll give you truth. Which one is not hers to give is actually Tariq's. So that don't mean shit. But I'm saying Stern is not coming back. I mean, just actor wise. I mean, because I'm saying story wise. I think story wise though, it would have been cooler if he would have been like, fuck my dad. Finally, fuck my dad one more time. I'll let you destroy truth and do what you want to with it. To me, but like the Queen's Child project was Raina. Like he let this girl die for him. Then he fucking gives up the only thing that's memorializing her. Like he is a selfish piece of shit. Also, that's not even part of the trust. It wasn't even mentioned in the trust. I went back to the season finale. It wasn't even mentioned. He got the property, which didn't have a name. He got shares in the club. So he don't even own the club technically. And he got a watch collection. That is it. Insurance and insurance.
But remember, he said it wasn't in the trust, right? Which is why he can talk to the executor about liquidating it or whatever because it didn't have the structural integrity. So it circumvented the trust because it wasn't in it.
So how does the family have any say over it then? Because that was almost like government project. Ghost didn't own that. That was a government loan project thing. He didn't buy that thing.
But Ghost was raising money for it left and right. So I'm like, he must have owned some sort of some part of it.
It's plot convenience. It was just stupid. It was just stupid. I was irritated about the whole thing. Tariq just an asshole. And it was
I think when they get into the larger money amounts, the writers don't know anything about money, and they expect the audience to know even less than they do. So they just, like, as I said, I watched the stock when they were in the office again today. I mean, in this episode, they showed the thing, it was going straight up. I was like, why is it every time they show the stock market on the Wall Street office, it's just going straight up? I don't like it, never dips or anything.
Western Holdings is always winning. That's why. I mean, they don't lose. I mean, for some reason, it's drug money. I don't know.
Yeah, and Lauren, I'm like, it doesn't make none of this makes any sense. I'm like, I'll just say if it was me, yeah, I think I'd have took my chances on the street if all they left me was some spam. But how are you there for all of this long amount of time, and they don't even have a plan? And yeah, there's a place on a rooftop. They don't even investigate the rooftop in this episode. This is like something we have to wait next episode, maybe 2 episodes, for her to actually go to this rooftop to find the drugs that are probably Effie's, and Diana gets blamed for them because, she is selling the drugs from Lorenzo. So
yeah,
those drugs will get blamed. Effie's drugs and the drugs she already has will get blamed all together because they're all the same drugs. Either which way you
it's all coming
either which way you cut it, literally,
Jamani,
you know what I mean?
Jamani, 2 points for you. 2 points for you. I like that one. I like that one. It's all the same cut.
Yeah. because I'm like, it's all coming from Noma, so it's gonna show up as the same thing. So
Yeah.
she's gonna go down. Diana's gonna go down. Yeah, I don't know why Kane is having this little sentimental side to him or whatever. I'm like, I thought that was the most comedic thing in the whole episode was them start the scene. He's at the bar and he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna leave all my shorties for you," and then he gets the text from Effie and he's like, "Yeah, leave me alone. Go away." like he's gonna tell this girl he's gonna leave all his girls for him, but as soon as he gets a text from Effie, he's like, "Yeah, no, not her though. Like I will leave all the girls for Effie." Like I'm like, I want this love triangle to start kicking up immediately. Like that's what I want to see. Less of Diana and
Bird Chest.
Bird Chest, or that name sounds made the fuck up, my brother. As I like to call him, and less of Drew and his sescapades. I'm like, he's not in a real relationship. Maybe I'd care if this actually becomes a relationship with Drew because there's actually drugs involved in that relationship. But as of right now, just it being a hookup or whatever, no, I don't really care. And I don't think that anybody would be. I don't think Monet is the type of person that would be blindfolded. Like, that beginning scene? Do you see that like really happen?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It was completely unnecessary actually at this point. But let's get to Kim. What you think about this episode, please?
Well, I mean, it was okay. Yeah, I don't see Monet being blindfolded either. But Mary J. Blige's acting, it's just terrible. I'm sorry. I was just she irritated the snot out of me this episode. I was like, oh my God.
Just mad. Just always mad. Like
just
damn.
mad and
she did smile this episode when she saw me. She had like a little
just a smirk. Yeah, I was like, okay. But yeah, when she saw the murals, she had a smile on. I was like, wow, okay. But just very irritating. I was just very irritated with her every scene she was in. I was like, I know this woman has gone to acting class. Who failed you? Like, what is happening? I love Davis. He's only on screen for like 10 seconds. But Method Man's got this character down. Like he's cool, he's suave. He does the facial expressions that make you laugh, which I like that, kind of cuts the tension or whatever. Tariq is a selfish bastard. So I don't know why anybody is surprised that he would sell something that his father was trying to use as a memorial to his twin sister. This is not surprising. Tariq is for Tariq. Even though he says he's for his family, just like James used to always say he was for his family. James was not for his family. He was for himself.
Yeah.
He was a very selfish man.
Yeah.
So his son is just like, as much as Tariq is saying, I'm not like my dad, he is just like his dad. Selfish, right? So I'm not surprised at all that he did that. I'm just so surprised that this RSJ guy is so trusting of Tariq, and you don't know Tariq from a can of paint. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, because he's Black. So now we trust people just based on the color of their skin, right? No. And then you read about his dad. You found out about his dad. Really? What did you read about James? You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows who the hell James is, but okay, you read about his dad. So I was like, okay, that doesn't make any sense. And Diane and Salim, one, I don't see them as a couple at all. And I would rather see Tariq's chest than to see Salim's. Absolutely. Because at least Tariq is trying to pump it up. Okay. Salim looked like a child next to her. I was like,
Tim, you wouldn't rather see Diana's chest?
What? No, she would not rather see Diana's chest.
I think the mass public would prefer that.
I'm a woman.
I would prefer that.
I have titties of my own that I can look at in the mirror. Okay, so no, I don't want to see Diana.
Like, why are we keeping it to the men? Why the men got to show chest?
I was like, because did you go back and watch Power Book 1? Titties stayed naked.
Yeah,
women stayed naked on that show. I mean, I was like,
oh, it's turned to Games of Thrones.
I was like, oh shit.
So no, I don't want to see Diana's titties. No, thank you. Okay, I like men. Okay, so anywho,
She's like her mother. She is always covered. When
she's
she's in the
always
bed.
That's
covered.
also true. But actually, she's done better, more extensive sex scenes than Monet. Like at this point, because Monet,
But we remember Monet's scenes, right? She was like stiff, and then she was like the cover was up here,
right?
and then if she's sitting up in the bed,
I'm
she
not
doesn't
taking this
turn
jacket
her
off for this
head.
love scene. I'm keeping my jacket
Absolutely
off
not.
for this love scene.
It's
This jacket's staying on.
Even when she hugged Lorenzo, right? It was the stiffest hug. It was like robotic. I was like,
see,
sweetheart.
She could now. Well, so she could say in this particular in the hug is because she's processing the thought that Lorenzo killed her son. Like that's why she's kind of standoffish. She can't act. I mean, that's really what it is.
She just can't act. I'm sorry. That's what it is. She just can't act. So I'm just. Now I did like. Let me get to a positive. I absolutely like that Kane and his father have come to an understanding, and that Kane understands that his father would die for him, which he should have understood in the first damn place, right? That your father would die for you, right? Even though your father teaches you lessons, yeah, he got your ass beat, but sometimes kids need their ass beat so that they can straighten the fuck up, right? So I do like that part. I like that they got them back together, and I do like that Effie now has her secret, and Kane is not going to tell on her. But I just feel like it's still going to happen. Tariq is going to find out what's going on. We already know that because we've seen the previews, right? Which that's another thing I don't like. Why do they keep showing us preview after preview and then pictures from the next episode? It's like you're just showing us the whole damn show. It's like watching a trailer and you see everything in the goddamn trailer before you see the movie, and it ruins the movie. You know what I mean? Like, stop doing that. Stop releasing so much stuff. Let's, give us some suspense about something, right? Like Snowfall. Snowfall gives you snippets. And you don't know how to fit those snippets together, right? So anyway.
Because this ain't a real plot, Kim. Like, no one's really like, oh my God, is Tariq gonna be fine? Yeah, he's gonna be fine. Like, nobody's really worried about the plot.
It still blows it. If you're trying to watch it and you don't know certain things are gonna happen, just stop releasing everything. Like, I don't want to see everything. I want to watch it in the moment.
You want this to be a real show.
Yes, I want it to be a real show. Anyway. Other than that, I would say Diana gets on my nerves. Absolutely gets on my nerves. I think she's a beautiful girl. She's nice to look at, but her acting is not as bad as Mary J, but her acting is pretty bad.
Close.
I would say Effie's acting, if we're going to talk about the girls, Effie acts better than both the two young ladies. Even light-skinned Keisha acts better than. Yeah, I think she does. I think light-skinned Keisha is better than Lauren and Diana. Yeah,
I can see Diana. I think it's dialogue for Lauren. Because I've seen her in other shit, so I feel like she's a better actress. But like the dialogue, they give her shit.
Yeah, and I've seen her in other things too, and she's fine. Like in this show, it's like, I don't know, they just give her stiff stuff.
Yeah, and
then I don't know. The plot of this show is so all over the place with like why was there a CI for the guns, right? Wasn't the CI the one that got shot in the back?
Yes.
But wasn't he the one that was like leading them to like rob Lorenzo and Kane?
Yes. Someone working for the DEA set up the whole murder situation instead of robbing Brayden right there, because Kane sent his only fucking gun dealer by himself to meet two people he didn't know, even more people maybe that he didn't know. They could have took the guns and kept their money and been done with it.
Right, exactly. Because Brayden was all by himself, and then Brayden, I did like Brayden in this though. I like when he was confronted. He did nail it. Nail it. I gotta give Brayden his props on that one. He did. Yeah.
Once again, he showed like it's in certain situations he controls shit. Like he knows what to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so
he just doesn't want to kill anybody.
He just not a killer. You know what I'm saying? That's what he got Tariq for, apparently.
Yeah. All right. So my rant is over.
Everybody has a part to play. Chris, my friend, what are your thoughts, sir?
Yeah. So I got to give a shout out to Mary J, because finally No, you'll like this one because she shot someone and she used both hands, and you saw how she was taught how to shoot this time. That was incredible.
This is
You
your
shot
shit.
Whitman?
This is your shit, dude.
I was like, wow.
Wow.
Oh my God. I was like, Mary J.
Golf clap. You're like,
You should get a like I don't know, Golden Globe for this because you finally shot someone
correct.
that was like legit. That felt legit. You know what I mean? Like ain't no like no recoil. No, she used both hands. You can see that she kind of winced. So I don't know if they switched up guns or what. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe they gave her the Alec Baldwin gun. Who knows? But anyway,
Too soon.
But yeah. That being said, y'all were talking about her smiling at the little Zeke Muriel. Bro, even that was horrible. I'm sorry. That smiles. She was like, oh wow. I was like, yo, she having a stroke? Bruh. Like, who smiles like that? Like, bruh.
We already did this. He had a fucking fallen soldier's funeral, like at the memorial, at the school. Like, how many times are we gonna do this shit?
Yeah.
Like, that's my thing.
Yeah.
He wasn't that big of a character. Fuck.
I love how when Davis gives someone information, and the moment someone puts like a wad of money in front of him, like his ghetto side comes out, he's like, I think I know a bunch of niggas that can handle this situation. I'm like, bro, like every single time. I want to know what his taxes be looking like too, because you know what I mean? Like, how does he itemize that? Like, someone just gives you like just bands of cash, like
you don't put that on your taxes.
you got paperwork. You gotta have some sort of paperwork.
No, you don't.
Oh, he went to the same law school as Michael Cohen.
That's true. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can write it off. And, it's different payments. That's
Ask
your point
Proctor.
of money.
Proctor actually was like the only legit dirty lawyer we seen on the show.
Yeah, he was legit. Yeah, but he followed up, man. I mean, Proctor was like, "Yo, I don't need to hear any of this or whatnot." You know what I mean? This man, Davis walks.
Well, Proctor was getting coke for his ex-wife on the low, so that was how he was getting his side payment.
I'm saying, but I'm saying he seemed more like legit lawyer. He did like lawyer shit. You only had one lawyer for the whole Proctor for the whole practice.
Is it? I mean, maybe I don't watch enough crime shows or whatnot, but are lawyers able to walk into crime scenes and just talk to their client before the cops can even take them in? That just seems so weird to me.
We've seen that on a lot of shows though, because usually they actually call their lawyer. They're like the high profile. Oh fuck! Hey, I need my lawyer here. So it's not that they were necessarily. He was. Yeah. So they can't. We've seen it in shows. Let's just say that.
Okay.
I can tell you in real life, that like you call 911, you call your lawyer right afterwards. Anything that you say can be used against you. Therefore, anything you say needs to go through your lawyer. So
was your lawyer rolling up to that crime scene?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Because if they're expecting you to give answers on the scene, you need to have a lawyer there because you need to know what to say and what not to say.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll let them live on that one then. Okay.
There's many other plot holes.
Yeah, there truly is. I don't know. I was thinking about the whole thing with RSJ. I was thinking like, yo, maybe. I mean, I know he said he read up on James, but I want to know, like, yo, maybe he knew this man. Like, maybe he knew this man. This is why he's showing Tariq all this favoritism. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking like, I wonder this will go down.
He's black, and the system is racist, so blacks got to stick together.
No, well, I mean the thing is, but the thing with that though, Stacey, is the reason why I have a problem with that, and obviously this was probably the route they still will go with because it's bad writing. They already said that. It was like they did the whole Eminem thing at the end of 8 Mile, where it's like we already brought up the whole fact that like I brought you in there as a tool for favoritism and blah 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 blah. Like, so the fact that he's doing it even after admitting that he was of why white boy was doing. You see what I'm saying? It's just like I would like to think that he just knows somehow. I don't know. We get some flashback thing with because then they would have to show Omari, and they're not showing Omari. I was hoping like, man, maybe there's like there's a backstory to this, other than just going on Wikipedia, but maybe not. But yeah, and then the whole thing, they borrowed this technique from, what was it? It was a PBS special, that little thing they did in class with the whole privilege thing where it's like
Yeah.
take two steps
I saw that on
forward
social
and
media.
whatnot. Huh?
I saw the same thing on social media.
Yeah. I saw that before. And I just find it funny that we were all talking about the other week, like, oh, we don't know nothing about Effie. And I think just that one game alone, we found out so much more about Effie than we did in all the seasons so far. Just from a 5-minute game. I was like, wow, okay. Well, yeah. You can create a baseball card off of that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just I just found that kind of funny. And then she's going to get mad at Tariq and be like, well, it's because you got privilege and blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden they're hugging afterwards. But damn, I don't know. I would kind of, if I was Tariq, I would be like, if I looked around and then saw that the only people I was standing next to were white people, I'm like, shit. Like, I was like, damn, I'm basically privileged towards white people. You know what I mean? So, as of because as a young black teen, sometimes like you be thinking about the whole Uncle Tom type shit. You know what I mean? Especially given privilege. However, ironically, everyone wants to grow up like the Cosbys. So it's like you want to grow up like that, but at the same time, this dude's also being a drug dealer. So it's like, motherfucker, why are you even doing this in the first place? It's just like, you know what I mean? James makes sense because James started from the bottom. You know what I mean? Like, he was about that lifestyle growing up. You weren't.
There's no way he should have been at the front of the line. His parents didn't go to college. Both his parents went to jail or prison. I'm
So
like,
was that one of the
closer?
questions?
He was closer to the front than the other black ones.
Right.
But that's
but he was even. He was even with that white kid.
No,
So you don't know what's going.
he moved.
No,
he moved
the Asian
back.
kid, maybe near the Asian kid, maybe.
Yeah. Like, because of course, because of course, a black person can't write a show where a black person is somewhat even equal to a white person. That's not possible for us. So like he was in the top 3. Like he was, but like the black women were far in the back. You know what I'm saying? And even Diana. But like everything, Tariq's stature is because of his dad, and he acknowledges none of this shit. The reason he made any step forward because of James St. Patrick, who he murdered. Yeah, because he didn't let him be a drug dealer. So there's that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but everything. He's a trust fund kid, and now we can see that. Like at least now this showed that he is the spoiled rich kid that he acts like he's not. And I was happy about that.
But also, we always know that. We already knew that.
But that's not how he acts. That's not how he acts. He acts like he's struggling like everybody else. Like, no, you're not. Like, you're not. You and Effie are not on the same playing field. But he acts like he has to do this. No. And that's bullshit. And like every
time. But you know what? Effie is a struggling chick, though. But I got to tell you, she got a hell of a wardrobe.
Yep.
She got a hell of a wardrobe. I was like,
she like Burberry or something. You remember her and Diana were like stealing clothes or?
Yeah. Well, maybe she's still stealing clothes because, child, every time you see her, every single time, she got on something designer.
Or she just lying about like her whole backstory, and
she could be. You're right.
We don't know who she is. We don't know who she is.
Because they're just making up this shit for one.
It could be.
At this point, these writers are just making up a whole new backstory for Effie, and just to make her more. But also, I'm sorry, Chris. Anything else?
No, that's it. Like you guys kind of already covered the rest. As far as like, I know even though Whitman was probably the only best cop on there, I was happy to see him go. I'm thinking like Cooper Saxe should be next, but like you said about Cooper Saxe and Blanca, they're gonna survive forever, so they ain't going nowhere
because they're incompetent. Because once they start putting pieces together, that's when they're dangerous. Greg died when he figured out Sandoval was the snitch. Yep. That's when he got a bullet. When he was like, "Oh wait," boop. Yeah. Whitman is the only one who's figured out that fucking Dante was Zeke's dad and therefore Monet's baby daddy. The only one. Hence, bullet in the head. A couple of
them. Right.
I was like, damn it. Right. Also, can we acknowledge that Kane is a stalker and it's not okay? Just because he's good looking and charming, he is harassing Effie. Like that's
what you mean?
What I mean is that every episode he's like, I want to be with you. And every episode she's like, leave me the fuck alone. And he says, I'll see you tomorrow.
That's you know what?
That is harassment.
Sure, you could look at it like that, but it's also called
that's what it is.
Mouse. That's the hood.
That's just I was gonna say, okay,
stop it.
Yeah,
Like let's not, we're not going to excuse this. Like this is just this is
It's not an
harassment.
excuse.
I'm not gonna lie though, David. I'm just be real. Like a lot of us wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for what you think is harassment with the whole like playing hard to get. The whole playing hard to get.
See, are we going
I
down
don't
this
even
track?
think- no,
I don't think Effie's playing hard to get. I think
let's
Kane
not do
is
this.
harassing her.
No, see,
You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna go with hard to get. I'm just saying that it has become normalized since Family Matters. I'm like, that's just the Steve Urkel, I'm wearing you down type of.
Yeah.
And
That's
shit's
all
not
I'm
okay.
looking
I will give you that. Jamar. You're absolutely right. But that shit's not okay. Because Effie has said, even in her own hood vernacular, for some reason, you not my nigga. Stop. And he's like, last time, what I heard was, let's try again until I am your nigga. Like, I mean, this is harassment. This is Pepe Le Pew level shit.
Nah, Pepe Le Pew would be like him just grabbing her. That's Pepe
He
Le Pew.
has. He grabbed her phone and was like, hey, why have
Oh,
you?
the phone.
He's
Okay,
like,
okay. If you want to call that sexually harassing with the grabbing a phone.
How about you just
No,
constantly
Pepe Le
ask somebody
Pew
number
is grabbing
and
her
they
like, yeah,
constantly
bitch.
tell you no, and you don't give a fuck? Like,
Yeah.
that's harassment. That's harassment. All right. So just because he's the main character.
Okay. All right, so
we're not gonna
whatever.
we're not normalizing it.
I agree with you, David.
Fuck.
I don't. Not in this case.
That's because you're a man, and I understand.
No, it's just
But
I see actual harassment. This one, I don't
It's okay.
recognize
It's
for this
okay.
one.
Okay, so
I don't know. From thinking about it from Kane's point of view, he's like,
for the harassment point of view,
you could say it's harassment, but he's like, damn, I'm a murderer, right? I think she's a murderer.
Yeah.
So
Why is she with this goober here?
He's attracted to her because he thinks that she's been murdering, right? And now, if he was to find out, well, you ain't murdering anything, just like Brayden is, then I think he would fall out of attraction with her.
Actually, not true, because when he thought she was a good drug, she's a beautiful woman and he wants her. Period.
So David, let me ask you this: do you think Effie and Kane at one point are they gonna like exchange a kiss soon?
Absolutely not. And if
You don't
it does,
think so? That won't happen.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
If they are consistent with this character, if they are consistent with Effie, absolutely not.
Okay. You're forgetting what show we're talking about.
I
here.
hear you, and that's the only reason.
So this is why. And then at that point, I mean, I guess that's why I'm not bothered by this, because I already know how the shit is going to turn out, right? Especially knowing
They've
how
already
Effie
got
is.
secrets.
That doesn't
Effie
mean
be
shit.
putting the pressure on everyone. Now all of a sudden the pressure gets on her, and then this is harassment against her. Nah, man. Nah, fuck that. Like, nah,
This is
they're
surviving
going to
Kane.
make out.
This is
I'm saying this
surviving
right
Kane.
here.
We
They
just
will make
just
out.
need to accept that. All right,
I'm
come on.
gonna tell you
Let's-
this. I'm making a prediction, okay? Because y'all didn't like my last year's prediction, and then I proved to be right. I'm telling you this. Yo, Tariq's gonna do some fuck shit that Effie's not gonna like, and I think it's gonna have to maybe it'll evolve with Lauren being back. I don't know, right? Effie's gonna see this. She's gonna be upset. Side piece, Kane, get over here.
No.
I'm just saying.
I'm telling you, Kane is gonna get mad, just like he planted that badge last season. He's gonna blow up the spot, make Tariq mad at Effie, and now Effie's gonna be mad at him sooner or later. She's not messing with Tariq, but we still doing business. You gonna warm up to me sooner or later.
That's okay. So I hear when Tariq finds out that Effie tried to kill Lauren, Tariq turns on Effie, and fucking Kane is there to console her. Because this all really revolves around who's going to keep my secret that I killed Lauren. That when that gets revealed, that's when they have the opportunity. Anything less than that, Kane's harassing that woman. Lorenzo didn't get shot. He dodged the bullet and pushed Kane out the way. True, and also plot convenience. Didn't we see Brayden clap some cheeks last episode? That was 2 episodes ago, which still has not been addressed. Because said cheeks was not seen in this episode. And somehow that just don't matter. He just got the draw.
I forgot to bring up, okay.
What draws?
It's not the smartest thing to put a product on the bottom of a coffee cup, knowing how some coffee cups be leaking and shit.
Also,
so you gonna put this
Same thing.
on the bottom? Huh?
I thought the same thing.
I was like, yo, hold on. You're gonna put the product on the bottom of the cup, knowing that, especially when it gets really hot, unless you're talking about like those Starbucks cups, right? But even some of the Starbucks cups are known to sometimes have
Is
like.
there actually coffee in the cups? Because I didn't see any coffee pots in that warehouse anywhere. So I don't think that they're actually putting coffee in there. I think it's a coffee cup.
Yeah, so they give him empty coffee cup. I think I could have sworn when he was delivering it, I could have sworn I saw some black. I don't know.
So I think
there wasn't no.
Let's again. there's more things to for. But I hear you. Look, this is too much. Why don't they just move coffee? Because you know what's addictive and legal? Coffee. Like if they make
too much competition.
And puts a little bit of crack or cocaine in it, right? This would sell everywhere. Like they would beat Starbucks. And also, if they lowered their prices, because RSJ gave Tariq the most simple business advice that Tariq was completely baffled with. Sell your product less than everyone else, and people will buy your product, which he still hasn't done. But I'm like, yeah, that's economics, bro. That's business. Like, I mean, anyone can learn that. But he was like, oh, shit.
I'm about to say, yeah, you need a billionaire to tell you this.
You know what? I like what KK said. KK said, I think Gordo was setting up the Tejadas. I think so, too. Because the Gordo was the one who gave them the
redneck connection
to the white guy, right? To the CI, right? I feel like there may be something going on with that family. Like Frank was a snitch. We know that, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like they're pressing the wife and maybe the kids too. Something happened, and Gordo, I think, was setting the Tejadas up.
Okay, so to that point, right? Last week it was who is in the dissent, and he was like, "Nah, don't worry about it. We've all come to the consensus," because Kane wanted to know who didn't want to be down with the Tejadas, and they didn't want to reveal which one it was. And then you have to think about Evelyn last season, or 2 seasons ago, whenever it was that she showed up, she said that she was worried about that somebody from the Tejadas is the one who killed Frank.
Yeah.
So if they think that one of the Tejadas killed their father and they didn't want to work with them, it would be very easy for them to set them up. You know, like, yeah, we have somebody that can sell off your guns, and then you want to cut us out of our own deal? Okay, well then I might call ahead and have something set up for you waiting.
Yeah, but I think the CI did what he did on his own. I don't think that was part of Gordo.
And that's what I'm saying, like, because all they said, Blanca said how she found out about the whole thing, that the CI called them and that connected to the surveillance. Right. So they explained to you backstory how they're putting this thing together, not that the family was like Gordo was turning on Kane and them. So that's a whole.
It was gonna go down. It was gonna go down, right? But when they cut them out of the deal last minute, that's when everything turned violent, because it was let's follow Brayden, right? To see
that
where
was the CI's idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think
Lorenzo in the window and they said, we think he's alone. And that's when they went in.
If Gordo was in on it, then he would have told them that he wasn't alone.
Yeah.
And Gordo
he didn't know. Gordo didn't know.
But I don't think Gordo
because he was trailing behind with Drew, so he didn't know.
He did know because he saw Lorenzo get in the fucking truck. Like he knew that fucking Kane and Lorenzo were going up there. He absolutely knew that. So that didn't make sense.
But I don't think that that's the part. I think that when Rodriguez said that she got this tip from the CI, I really feel like Gordo is working with that CI, and he was trying to get the Tejadas caught up. But I mean, I could be wrong. It just sounded too good to be true.
Yeah.
That all of a sudden that the Rodriguez, you know what I'm saying? Like, my CI
had a buyer. I got a buyer.
They just got the guns. Come on.
But also some rednecks are supposed to be so racist that they have to bring Brayden, but he's okay with working with Gordo. Like it's like you like.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that didn't make sense either. That didn't make sense either.
That didn't make any sense.
But that's what I'm saying. That doesn't make sense. So there's something going on.
Or these are just bad writers. Or these just bad.
Could be. Oh yeah.
Let's not work.
It could be American History X, where they have a black friend, but yet they're still aligned with the nation.
That's true too. That's true too.
Absolutely, because I knew a guy who was best friends with a skinhead. He was a black guy, and they were best friends. And then the black guy ended up becoming a skinhead too, which made no sense to me.
No, that's a story.
He was probably adopted.
He was absolutely a skinhead, and he was black, like black.
Well, they
Weird.
accepted him. He said black, like so light skin is
Sound like a Dave Chappelle skit.
like,
Sound like Juice from.
she's like, if he was light skinned, she understood, but like black,
Yeah, it's
black.
like, oh wait,
Yeah, he
it's like you ain't seen.
It was
something
like it was
Anarchy?
like there was no denying what color. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes light skinned people they teeter. You know, like
So he was black, like he was like off the boat.
He was
Like,
dark. He was dark
He was Wesley Snipes black. Like this is way before Wesley Snipes. Like
Yeah.
So he wasn't like Juice and Sons of Anarchy type black. He was
Yeah.
like, damn.
This is a whole. We got comments, guys.
Okay.
Who thought Brayden was gonna get caught in the shootout with Kane, Lorenzo, and those undercover rednecks? Yeah, we thought Brayden was gonna come to the rescue. That did not happen. Effie is a total hypocrite, telling Tiny they not giving customers all the product, but she's skimming off the product. That I will give you that. Also, Effie once again, Effie and Brayden are running this operation. Tariq is just out there doing the fuck he wants while his lady and the white dude are doing all the work. Okay, because he has not once been like, hey, and then they got the whole crew off camera. Is Tiny the new Black Grimace? Like, are we gonna see him more? I feel like he's a new Black Grimace. Because he actually has
could be, right?
I mean, he has a few lines. It could be. To be fair, Tasha looked like $1 million in witness protection too. Why is she not working?
She had a new wig on and everything.
Why is she not working? Wasn't she supposed to be working, like having a job of some sort?
Wasn't she writing or something or accounting? She was doing it. I thought she was in school.
She was doing. My point is for Tariq to be like, I need my trust fund so I can pay for my family. How about your family work? Like Tasha can get a job. Like grandma can get a job. Like they just choose not to. Like you were an accountant, Tasha. She was going to school or something.
Well, you have to understand that these people were taken care of by Mr. St. Patrick, right? Why do they need to get a job, right? They have become accustomed to being taken care of. Okay.
But now they're being taken care of by the state.
They cares, remember?
I mean, like I was saying, Tasha was a financial genius of the drug operation, and she
wasn't. I mean, she's in class. Remember, that's what they showed her. She got a computer. She had her school books.
Right. So
okay, when I watched the Power over again, it was when Tommy was talking to Holly about Tasha. She said she was in school to be an accountant, and in the last semester she quit because she was marrying Ghost.
Yeah.
Well, because she got pregnant with the twins.
Yeah. Paz Jr.'s Youngs is now a DEA agent now. Is that the same actor? I keep on seeing that on social media. It can't be the character. It cannot be the character, but maybe the actor was used again. The DEA agent that Blanca was bossing around.
They said that was Junior?
Yeah, that was Junior. But all lads don't look alike, sir. But Monet has 10 bodies now. She racking up them bodies. I'm not gonna lie. And she finally told her family that Whitman was investigating them, not all the bodies, but she did. But she apparently knows that they're working for Noma, but doesn't know that Noma is her dead baby daddy's ex-girlfriend, maybe fiance, but definitely boss. And that hasn't.
She doesn't know anything about her. She didn't Google her. She needs to Google her.
Just get some thumbs and get
like somebody Googled
like, why
James
wouldn't
Patrick.
Kane tell her that? Why wouldn't Kane say
this is critical information, mama? Like this is Dante's supposed fiance, and she may be upset that you were fucking him. Like she may be, but we haven't seen that woman since episode 1. Diana hit harder than Tariq. I will say that. At least the way it looked like that. She said Diana punching Monet. She wanted to do that for 2 seasons. Also true.
Who do you think hit harder? Diana or Louis?
Louis.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
She had multiple hits too. And Franklin was kind of provoking the shit out of her. Sorry.
Right. She was like, oh, hey, she said, say
"Hit
less.
me!"
She said, say less. I always see Tariq don't care about his sister or his father's ambitions. Absolutely. Simon Sturd is not coming back. I mean, he hasn't even been mentioned. I mean, he's a great actor. I hope he does come back, but I truly doubt. You know what? RSJ should have took his role. RSJ should be like, I like you, kid. Come intern for me. I will, and then I will.
That might happen. I think I was watching this episode. I was thinking like, I actually was thinking like, yo, he might be working for him. That's funny you said that. I was like watching this episode and like, oh shit.
They're going to find out he's a drug dealer, and then
and he knows James from back in the day.
Somehow
He's
it's like
boss.
Remember? Hey, your dad was up and someone said he could be James's brother since that was supposed to be.
Yeah.
I was like, mate, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, he go back to his wire
Gaming
roots.
said that it could be James's brother.
Yeah.
Uncle
I mean,
Gabe is not
he'll have a history of it. I mean, you know, like he goes back to his wire roots and stuff, playing Christopher and, you know, working for the Marlowe gang and
perhaps.
Yeah,
I mean, perhaps. I mean, that would be interesting.
He was a drug dealer in Graceland, wasn't
I never watched Grace.
he? I think he was.
I can't remember. That was a good show though. I can't remember.
Yeah, Graceland was a good show.
Weston.
And he knew Dante in Graceland.
Oh shit, that's right then. That's right, because he was the lead character. He was the lead agent. That's right. Well, he wasn't lead character. He was the lead agent.
Yeah, that's when he was really small and yeah.
Then you can take yourself back to Rescue Me.
That was a
man. What you know about?
that was a good show.
What you know about Rescue Me?
That's a great show.
Yo, really?
I was like, yeah, don't come at me. I was like, yeah, bro.
Yo, Dennis is my dude
on
man.
this show.
Rescue Me. The Shield started it really for FX. Yeah. I mean, they advertised the shit out of that show.
Well, I mean, Rescue Me was the first thing I really watched on FX. Then I went back to watching The Shield and Nip Tuck and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, The Shield, Nip Tuck, they were all good shows.
Yeah.
All good shows.
Ryan Murphy killed it. I mean, that man knows how to put a show together. Anyway, I know we're not talking about Brayden right now, but I want his character to have a huge shift in the show. He's too silly, acting like everything's a game. He needs to become hardened. I agree with you that I don't like the buffoon that they made him when there's scenes where he's actually capable and like shows like, you know, he got hands, he knows how to deal drugs, he knows how to fucking sell guns, and for some reason they're making him the comic relief in almost every scene.
Well, okay, so they talked about.
Go ahead, Kim.
They talked about that on
The Crew.
The Crew Has It.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually a stand-up comedian, right?
Oh.
And so sometimes he will improv and say certain things because to cut the tension a little bit or whatever, and they'll keep it in, right? Okay. Sometimes they won't, and sometimes they will. And like Courtney liked that he did that. So she would always he'd do it at the table read sometimes, and she'd write it down and put it into the script. So he's actually doing that on purpose.
Yeah, I think that's cool to ad lib and all, but you kind of you make the viewer kind of not look at you seriously after that. You know what I mean? I mean, even comedians when they do shows or whatever. I mean, you could tell when like maybe the director would be like, "Yo, you need to chill out." You know what I mean? Like, but
Chris Rock,
even when I did theater, like
Chris Rock does the same thing. When he was in Fargo. And when he was in that Spiral, that horrible movie Spiral, he did make jokes. He
wrote Spiral, so no one's going to tell him not to.
Yeah, but he did the same thing with Fargo. He ad-libbed in Fargo.
Well, yeah, Fargo, but he still seemed hard. Like everyone knew not to fuck with his character. You see what I'm saying?
He's still a comedian.
So I'm not getting that with Brayden. I guess my point is I'm not getting that with Brayden. And Brayden, I think Brayden goes too. I would argue and say Brayden went much farther than Chris Rock did in Fargo. Not to mention Brayden is a no-name. Chill, like you ain't even on no Chris Rock level for you to be able to like, yo, let me put my input in. Majority of people don't know your actual real life name. Like just wait. I mean, you could be Jim Carrey, just not today. Like, you know what I mean? Just like, you know.
Why would they have?
Well, let me ask you this. So is it going to stop you from watching the show?
No, but it doesn't add to it. It doesn't add to it.
So it doesn't matter. And it just depends where they take his character. If they try to take him in a dramatic, really dark, dramatic like direction, it will be hard for us to accept because he's such a comedian. Like again, he's gonna be tortured next episode. So it'd be interesting if he's joking.
Right. I mean, you know, it's just but the same deal. Tariq does comedic stuff. Is not. I mean, everyone will still be watching too, but at the same time, we're all going to be shitting on it while we're watching it. You know, I guess that's the point I'm trying to make. You know,
we're gonna do that anyway. Tariq tied his inheritance into Western Holdings funds. So once Western Holdings funds go down, Tariq will lose his inheritance and have to stay in the game. That would be interesting if they go that route. I am tired of this Wall Street storyline though. Tariq in a fancy car. I saw that comment because I'm irritated that they would give this man a high-end Porsche after he's had several conversations with his girlfriend that he supposedly loves, who's scraping by. And he's like, hey, baby, maybe one day I can move out to Cali with you. Anywho, you see my new Porsche? I saw how you living. Like, this makes no fucking sense, dude. He is selfish as fuck. He is, I mean, and then let's talk about Brayden.
Low key.
Brayden is
He gonna
a
lose it. You know he gonna lose that
billionaire
car.
He's a billionaire son. So all the money they're making for drug dealing should go to Effie, because Effie is not a rich kid. She doesn't come from a trust fund. And I'm like, what? It doesn't make any sense that they're just like all balling out. And I'm like, but actually not all of them. And she's still giving the draws. What? Yeah. I was okay that sexy. It went on too long. Like he got the draws, then I was like, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. And they're like, okay, let's just go. Let's just change this scene to them in bed lying together after making love. I was like,
wait, who we talking? We talking about Diana?
Effie and Tariq. I didn't want to see them.
Oh,
They didn't even show anything.
I'm about to say
that was it.
That's what I said.
You said it went too long, but there was nothing to show.
That's why
it was nothing.
I was hoping. Even that, I was like, this kiss and get in the bed. Like I don't want to see this. It's too much. No.
Didn't want to see kissing in the bed.
They didn't even show anything. They just had a kiss, and that was it.
And then they moved on. I was happy with that. I'm just saying I was happy with that. I was scared that they were going to try to do something.
You were scared.
I don't believe that they're going to do that with Tariq ever. I don't think you'll ever see him do that.
Diana foreheads annoys me. That's like damn. Max will call the number and realize Lauren is alive. Yes, I do agree with that one. Plot hole. Okay, so I did the plot hole about the whole Tate. Do you agree it's a plot hole that he said, I'm gonna meet with Blanca. Blanca's looking into Dante Davis's murder, when that's not actually what happened. Like when they met, actually Blanca and Jenny asked about Tariq and only Tariq. Like, so I was kind of irritated with that because that's not how that meeting went. Also,
no, that he's saying what he needs to get his money. He's not going to tell him they're looking into you, and that's all that I know. He's giving them breadcrumbs, so he comes back every week.
How do you know about Dante in the first place? Exactly. How does Tate know who Dante Davis is? The fact that he was murdered, and the fact Tariq had anything to do with it. He shouldn't know any of that.
You know what? Yeah, that's true. I don't.
Exact. That doesn't make sense. Like Blanca, neither Blanca nor Jenny mentioned anything about that. And I was like, so that doesn't make any kind of fucking sense. But what
did you say? Dante Davis? Isn't it that Dante Spears?
He did Dante Spears. I put the screenshot. I put the screenshot. I was like Dante Spears. But I'm like,
okay,
what the fuck? I was like, no, like you should know anything about that.
You shouldn't know anything. I told you they are trying to push Tate's character in there, and then this doesn't even make any sense.
Don't hate.
And then he asked for Bitcoin because magically Tariq is dealing with Bitcoin now, which he also doesn't know.
He's dealing with some other coin, right? It was a different coin.
Was he? I think it's Bitcoin.
No, he was dealing with.
It is Bitcoin, but how does Tate know that?
That's what I'm saying.
No, but the Bitcoin is so that it's untraceable. You can only donate $5,000 as one person.
That Tariq is dealing in Bitcoin. How does Tate know that?
It's just
no. He doesn't know anything. He's just saying that it's an untraceable form of currency.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It is traceable.
It is. So it's just weird that all of a sudden that conveniently as Brayden and Tariq are using that to kind of move their money around. That all
no, they're using Crash Coin. Crash Coin.
That's what I'm saying. It's not Bitcoin.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I just feel like all right. Then I was wrong about that. This feel like it's too many coin things.
David, you old man.
But once again, he's been extorted again. Like he was extorted by the
yeah.
And
now that's why he can play victim again. I have to pay taxes to Tate. I have to pay $5,000 every week. Right. So I got to stay in the game.
To that end, I'm surprised Davis doesn't use that method of like using cryptocurrency for payment when he does stuff under the table, because
he's old school. Yeah.
I see that.
Just give him the cash.
Right, because everybody else whips out a wad of cash, no matter where,
and they'll have it. They always have it,
and they just have it sitting around. Like, old girl just had keys.
Yeah, I mean, well, hell, are we that surprised?
Davis ain't dealing with no Bitcoin. He's still dealing with flip phones.
Also true. That would be
that's
weird.
True too. That's true.
That was Monet. Monet gave him the flip phone. So
that's a burner. Yeah, burners still come out like stuff like that.
Or a whole phone. A whole phone.
What's it called?
Sax knows. Effie's backstory. It's like, how many hosts do you got, bro? Effie's backstory is that she has no backstory. The car was fucking ridiculous. Until you find out that she's actually an undercover CIA agent all this time.
I know, right?
Tariq for a mission. I said before the show is over, he will be working for the CIA. Tariq will be recruited by the CIA to take down an undercover international drug operation or some shit. And
to take down Noma. Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
To take down Noma.
Yeah, no. That's too easy. Like it's gonna be something bigger. But they're gonna be like, we need you.
To take down RSJ. He's gonna get embedded with RSJ because RSJ is the biggest fish. He is the human trafficker. And yeah, can I drugs, guns, and people.
Can I say Double Cross did it better? Double Cross is building their story better.
You know what? Marcus has a point. He said, shouldn't Dante be seen on the news in case everyone would know about him? So Tate could have researched him.
But
he was on the news. He was. Dante was on the news, but I still don't
watches the news. We've established this.
We've already established that. But also,
nobody watches the news.
I don't watch
like probable suspects of murder is Tariq. Like that's not to connect it to Tariq.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's also surveillance. So now they're gonna surveil the drug spot. As I put, they had a picture. Jenny gave Lauren a picture of Tariq and Effie in the school to imply that Jenny has someone tracking them who took said photo. To also have surveillance of the penthouse, outside surveillance of outside the penthouse, but not inside the penthouse to see what all the drug operation going on inside said place. And no one has followed Tariq or Effie to see the shenanigans they're getting into. That doesn't make sense.
And then why hasn't Lauren just walked the fuck out the house and gone across the street to the neighbor and been like, I need to call my parents?
Also true.
I think she will escape. I don't know when, whatever.
No, I think Sax is gonna find her. Sax is gonna call
that
too.
Sax
is gonna find her and be like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah. She's gonna call that number just like he called the other number that Monet picked up stupidly, and then she will be like, "Hello, Wendy," like or Jenny or whatever her name is, Jennifer. It's like, "Hi, hello again. This is Lauren. Hello, this is Lauren. Whatever my last name is. Hello."
Social Security 542-371.
Right. She just starts. I hate when writers do that. I hate when writers do it. Like no one talks like that on the phone. Yeah. No one does that. Hello, this is who I am. This is why
Jenny, is that you? Are you gonna bring me some food and bring me my manicures and my salon visit and the pedicure?
Yeah. Get it from this. Get it from
these
this,
pictures you left with Tariq and
Get the sandwich from this bodega
at Stansfield.
Stansfield. Yeah, and I'll make sure I get it at this bodega over at Harlem because that's where I'm from. Get it at this place in Harlem. Yeah, the one on 34th. Yep. That's right by my house. On the upper side of that bodega. I live above that.
I agree with Marcus. They said I think that teacher's assistant is working with the detectives. I think Salim, there's something fishy with him. I don't know who the fuck he's.
Oh yeah, he definitely
he's suspect. Like. He's telling Diana to get away from her family and da-da-da-da-da. Yep. Wait a minute, this what got me too. When he said, so you're hanging out with your family now? And I was like, so her brother came to see her. She hung out with him for a couple of seconds. That's a problem? Then her father came to see her.
Her father too.
But her father came to see, but it's her family. So even though you have issues with your family, does that mean you have to now get away from your family because you have issues with your family? What? That's just, no, that guy's trying to get her away from them because he knows that something's going to happen.
Yep.
He knows that they're being investigated. That's why.
And that's why I was saying 2 episodes ago when he stepped up to Kane, I was like, okay, that's suspicious. You don't even know this unless you do. And then we don't know. And that's why I was like, okay, something's up with this dude. He's working for somebody.
Yep.
He's working for somebody.
If that was the case, then we should know that he knows that fucking Diana is selling drugs out of the candy shop that he's the manager of, and he's been.
He doesn't know yet. He'll know.
But I'm like, if he's supposed to be DEA or something, and that's his girl. Also, isn't it some kind of ethical issue that he's fucking his employee and a student in a class that he's?
David, when has that ever stopped power? Have you watched the show before? Do you know?
I know, right?
David,
no, I'm asking like in real life. Like, is that a problem?
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah,
it doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
Okay, that's what.
Yeah,
I
rules
just
don't mean
make sure
shit in
that
the show.
It's a problem. So I'm like, because you would think Harper would be like, "Excuse me, let's not be doing this," but somehow that's not even happening. Slim is
Well,
working
because she's about to give up the draws to Tate, which is her co-worker. So
No, it's not because he's I don't think he works at school anymore. I don't think.
Yeah, he still remember he still works there. Remember he had the meeting with the dean, and dean was saying, "I want you to still be here teaching."
Yeah, he still does teaching.
We just don't see his classes, and he's running for office.
Right.
Talking about little Tevin Campbell.
Yeah, he does look like that.
He does kind of look like him. He does.
That's fucked up. Celine wants Kitty Cat 2 from Diana. Yes, I think he got it.
Oh wait, that Motown investor said he's working for Noma. He could be working for Noma.
I think we're just working too hard to make this character relevant. I think he's just so silly that we're like, he has to be this.
How pissed will we be if like he really ain't nobody? He just gets gunned down and then that's it. We're like,
exactly.
I'll be pissed. I'll be like, this dude was worthless. He was like,
dude, he's gonna get the draws. He's gonna find out that his baby boo is a drug dealer, and then he's gonna try. He may try to turn her in, and then she has to put him down. Like he won't make it.
Yeah, like somebody just said that he's gonna be Diana's first kill.
Yeah, like so he will not make it out this season. But trust me, he ain't no DEA, no undercover, nothing. I'm saying like we putting way too much effort into this character. Like I promise, because these writers,
we're putting way too much effort in Noma. We're trying to figure out who's working with her and all this.
I
stuff.
know, right?
We've only seen her in one episode.
One episode.
She's gonna choke on a chicken bone like Bumpy Johnson at the end of the season, and that's gonna be it for her.
Hey, let me ask for real. So how is it that Blanca, again, super detective, says, "Oh, I heard that now Tariq is moving guns," because it's his operation, mind you, a 19-year-old. This is his criminal organization that they have to take down. Because if Mecca was moving guns, now they're moving guns. Why doesn't Blanca ask where the guns and the drugs are coming from? Like, how does Blanca not know about Noma? Like, this is her CI. Like, this is her asset, one of the biggest assets in DEA history or some silly shit. How does she not know where he was getting said weapons and said drugs from? They asked no questions.
No, and Blanca said that he did run guns, so she knows that Dante ran guns. She said that to Jenny.
That's my point. But she don't ask the question: where did he and now Tariq getting this stuff from? Like, she makes that's what I'm saying. Because all of a sudden, Noma's gonna be like, "Oh my God, there's a Noma. You should know who Noma is."
Right. You should
know these things. Damn it.
Yeah. Why is her name not on the board?
Exactly. But wait a minute. But didn't she say Noma said that what Dante would do is like shield her from that? So maybe Blanca doesn't know about her because Dante was feeding the smaller drug dealers to Blanca, but not Noma.
Not Noma. But by now, I'm saying the question should be, who's providing said drugs and weapons?
Right. That should be the question. Right.
That's what I'm saying. Blanca knows a lot. Blanca don't know shit.
Blanca don't know. She doesn't.
Why has she flown to Chicago to see how Tommy's working out? Like, oh, that's what I wanted to mention. Paz is going to kill Tommy. That's what's going to happen.
That's horrible.
No, I needed to be. What's her name?
I need that little girl.
We wanted Lisa Marie.
Yeah, I needed to be Lisa Marie.
I wanted to be Lisa Marie, but
you gonna say Paz?
I went back and watched that episode when she was like, Tommy! I was like, she's gonna get him.
No.
Like, oh shit.
But that little girl, yo, those kids these days, man, they be shooters, man. I'm telling you, that little girl got this.
I hope so. Anyway, come on. We gotta get to a better show. Snowfall. Let's do. Chris,
I thought you were gonna say Yo Jack, because I was like, oh, this was kind of weird too. Okay.
I was like, we're
like, if Power Force, if they're gonna cancel it in the second season, all you gotta do is have Elisa Marie watch the last season of The Wire. Like, I think I could do that too.
That would be hilarious. I would. Power's probably Book 4 is probably gonna go distance, but we all want Lisa Marie. Blanca has too many CIs and no solved cases.
Absolutely.
Also true. Also, tech that wasn't her CI though, somebody else's CI, but she has no solved cases. Period. Like she's 0 and 10. Like,
and she just keeps getting promoted. And I'm like, the only one that actually got fired was Sachs. Like, he's the only one that actually got fired, and then he started working for Davis.
No.
He did get fired.
No, he did. He's not the only one. Like all his bosses got fired. All his.
So
bosses
yeah,
got
that
fired.
yeah, that's.
You know what I'm
true.
saying? I mean, all because of James at some point. Somehow James said him getting away with this or getting away with that or got murdered in prison like Sandoval.
But why hasn't Blanca? Why does she
she's
keep
still
getting
Her maybe
promoted?
we always, say somebody's sleeping with somebody. Maybe her wife is somebody big in the government or something.
They haven't even brought that back. Like, remember when she had a wife?
I don't really need to see that. So
I rather see that in Nene. I'm like, damn it. Nene needs to be that needs to be something. I don't know. Anyway, okay, come on, Kim. Anything else before we get to Snowfall?
no, I'm glad Whitman died though, because he was getting on my goddamn nerves. Because he was Greg Knox, and Greg. I liked Greg at the beginning. I even liked him kind of in the middle, but when he started being like just out of control, I was like, "You have to die, sir. You got to go." So Whitman, yeah, him being gone was great. It was kind of corny how he died, but it was it was a fitting death.
Well, thank you, Kim. I'm sure he appreciates it. If they still did that whole After Power show, then he would went to Power Heaven. I don't know why they stopped that. I mean, I know.
Well, now I told you the crew has it. They're doing the recaps now.
I got you. That's right.
They have guests come on. Like they like last week they had the director of last week's episode, and they had Diane, the girl who plays Diana, and then with Tariq and Brayden, and they recapped the show.
They know how to capitalize on their own content. I got to give it to them. I got to give it to them. That's just really impressive.
Yeah.
Chris, anything else?
Oh, you're right. They, that's say less when it comes to them actually knowing how to actually promote their shit. That's real talk. No
I like
cap.
that, Chris. That's a good one.
No cap on that shit.
No cap. Okay.
But yeah. Lauren just needs to just hurry up and get out of hiding. I mean, whether it's Cooper Saxe actually, okay, yes, Cooper Saxe is going to know, but I need her to escape so she can come back to reality and stop all of this. I don't know. I think Drew. I honestly think Drew is going to be the one, because they kept trying to make it seem like Diana's going to be the one that's kind of going to betray her family. I think it's going to be Drew, because Drew's getting tired of being put down all the time and being played second fiddle all the time. That's the thing about this family. This family's so sensitive, yo. This family's so sensitive. It's my turn. It's my turn. You lost the right to be the head of the family. It's me. Like, get your sensitive ass. All three of y'all sensitive. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I feel like Drew's going to be his turn to possibly maybe betray the family and then maybe do a 180. Other than that, yo, guys, to the writers, come on, man. Like, just come on, do a little bit better. At times, you guys do a great job, especially with the whole school stuff. I find it corny at times, but I find it enjoyable too, with all those personalities. But I don't know, but just realize what you're doing after you do the classmates and kind of make it relative to the entire episode. The land of was it like land of opportunity? That's what it was, like the privilege episode or whatever. We didn't really get that in the episode other than just that class scene. So make it relevant, guys. If you're going to call it something like that, make it so. So that's it. That's all I got.
Thank you, Chris. Stacey?
I got nothing. All these men need to keep their shirts on for the rest of the season, please. All I ask.
She says that until Method Man comes up.
I don't want to see him either.
I do. I do.
The only exception is Lorenz Tate. He can be naked as he wants.
What?
He's a small little dude.
I don't care.
Yeah, he does not have a Method Man.
Listen, I ain't worried about Method Man. Lorenz Tate.
Haven't you ever seen Why Do Fools Fall in Love? He ain't got nothing, Bo.
He was a child. That was 20 years ago.
Yeah,
true.
Go back. Go watch Power Book 1. I mean, last season, him and his assistant were getting it in.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's right. Episode 14.
Right.
Episode,
and he did not have a chest. I'm sorry, he just did not. But he's still fine. He's still fine.
There you go. From the neck up.
All of them haters.
He said from the neck up.
There you go. Giovanni, final words, please.
I thought Lorenzo was going to go the distance. I thought he was going to even make it to the fourth season, but I don't even think he's going to make it out of next week's episode.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, because she is a shoot first, ask questions later
Yeah.
I'm like, I can see it coming back from the opening theme, and that hug ends with her grabbing her gun and shooting him and saying, "Oh, I forgot I was supposed to be waiting for Davis to give me a call back."
I can see that.
I hear you. If it's not 5, it's definitely 6. If they're going international and conveniently the uncle has an Italian company and Tariq has to go out there, so he's going to be speaking Italian all next episode, and then saving Brayden from being tortured. They may push Lorenzo's murder to episode 6. But I hear you.
Yeah, I think that Diana is some sort of way going to end up killing Lauren, because she's pointing a lot of fingers that are going to end up aiming towards Diana getting caught with her little drug dealing and stuff. So I see that being the impotence for, oh, you snitching on me, so I'm gonna, as soon as I find that you're still alive, I'm gonna come kill you. I think she'll probably be her first kill, as opposed to Bird Chest, who I think he's just gonna be at the candy shop. He's like a nothing character. Like, we're gonna forget about him, just like this teacher, Harper, who reminds Tariq of his privilege, so that he says, "Oh yeah, let me exploit my dead sister's memory for me to keep my internship."
We will see how these characters turn out. I do not know, but anyway, we will catch up with this show next week. As always, I thank you guys for hanging out with us. We will see you for Snowfall. Please hang out with us, and we will talk about that. Who's still alive, and how's that even possible? Because I thought some bodies were going to drop this episode. I was wrong. But anyway, thank you guys. Please like and share and subscribe and all that stuffy stuff. And we will see you.
Stuffy stuff.
Stuffy stuff. I don't know.